to God, I am Hulk.
Welcome back, Tenno! Today we're exploring the Sepulcrum, a game-changing secondary weapon, perfect for beginners and powerful enough for endgame level 9199 steel pet. I'll guide you through an optimal build that maximizes your resources and skills effectively. We'll even test this build in the end game. Now, let me show you what this weapon is capable of. Let's go.
Alright. Hush.
And welcome back, Tenno. I hope you enjoyed the speedrun. Now, as always, we take beginners friendly approach and scales the video until the end game. Now, first thing you will ask yourself, how to get this Sepulcrum weapon. First, if you head to the market, you will not find this weapon at all because it's not available there. What you want to do is you go to Deimos. Deimos is located right here, and then you don't go to Sanctum Atomica, you want to go to the Necralisk. So you go there and you choose any realm, doesn't matter. First thing you want to do, press escape, and then you go Necralisk, fast travel, and you head to Mother. Now, why Mother? Because you want to check the not the bounties, the Entrati standing, and you make sure that you are level 2, alright? And then what you want to do is you go fast travel once more, and you head to Father, right here. And then you go to Bros Wares, and then you write Sepulcrum, and here is your parts. This part will cost you 4,000 standing, this one will cost you 2,000, and this one will cost you 2,000. But not only that, you will need Glass shard. I will show you how to get it in a second. And the Sepulcrum barrel and the Sepulcrum receiver. You will require some standing with Solaris and stuff to get the blueprint of this mining material to craft. Remember that. Now, Sepulcrum blueprint requires the Glass shard. Where you get that? Simply press escape. And then you fast travel, this time to Grandmother. And then you go to exchange Grandmother ODT, right about here, and here it is. It requires 20 Grandmother token. I know it's tough, I know it takes time, but it is what it is. And now, as always, before I build a weapon or warframe, I rely on my method called D.V.S. D stands for how I'll be dealing damage, what elements I'll be using, what's the faction I'll be fighting, what the weapon and the warframe has to offer in the table. Now, V stands for how I proc 10 stacks of viral to make enemies vulnerable by 325% more damage to their HP. S stands for how I lower enemies' armor to lower their damage reduction to deal higher damage. And as always, my builds doesn't require any Riven, so you can save your platinum. And also, I use a tank in my showcases, so you can use this build with any warframe you want. Now let me tell you about the Sepulcrum characteristics that you may not know. The weapon deals primary heat and puncture damage, cannot equip the eject magazine mode for pistols that reloads your magazine when hustled. Also, the primary fire shoot 2 rounds in a burst that explodes in 1.6 meters. This weapon has the highest critical chance of all burst side arms and above average critical multiplier, and has a very good statue chance. Also, the radial attack can benefit from fulmination, and this weapon have a very high magazine, above average critical multiplier 2.2x. Also, the radial attack has a high critical chance and very high magazine. But the disadvantages of this weapon that the primary fire has the slowest fire rate of all burst side arms, and also the fire rate linearly less efficient. Also, it has the slowest reload speed of all side arms, and poor ammo economy, and explosions inflict self-stagger. Also, you need to know that the galvanized shot is multiplicative to base damage sources on direct hits on both firing mode. Makes it really amazing to use with this weapon. So, the fire modes of this weapon is really simple. The main one like so, you just hit the enemies, and while you're hitting those enemies, it will charge under the aim part there, like it's charging like an incarnate weapon. And then when you press the heavy melee attack or the button in the mouse wheel, okay, there you go, you can target up to 5 enemies. When the circle is full red, you can click to fire, and boom, all missiles takes them down. Okay, I really don't like to use the alt fire, but it's really nice. And now for the build, and we're going with Secondary Innervate, the new arcane from 1999, and we're going to be using also the new mods from 1999. Now, Galvanized Diffusion for multi-shot, on kill more multi-shot, expel Hurricane multiplicative damage against the faction. It's final. It's not calculated right here, it's calculated after your total damage. If you don't like to switch every time you're fighting a faction, use Ornate Strike and you're good to go. Prime Target Cracker for critical damage. Galvanized Shot multiplicative with this weapon, 80% statue chance on an on-kill, 40% direct hit, stacks up to 3 times. Magnetic Might for magnetic and critical damage. Magnetic to increase your damage against shields and overguard as well. Primed Convulsion for electricity, lethal turret for fire rate and multi-shot, pistol pestilence for toxin and statue chance as well, 60-60. Now, the steady hand for minus weapon recoil. Now, this weapon has very nasty recoil, to be honest, and it can actually give you dizziness. So, you have to choose between the ammo or the dizziness. Now, ammo mutation is a must on this weapon, to be honest, if you're going for high level content, but steady hands, like, I don't want to get the dizzy really. Secondary innervate. On hit, increase critical chance by 10%, and this 10% is absolute, in the meaning of it is not 10% of what you have. It is a 10% direct increase. Okay, so if I have a 38% and 10%, it will be 48%. Not the 10% of the 38. It will just go directly plus 38% plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 until I hit 6 big critical hits. What is big critical hits? Orange crits or red crits? So in the meaning of, it doesn't matter what weapon you're using, even if it has like negative 100 critical chance, this arcane will keep stacking until you hit orange or red crits. 6 of them. 6 hits, not 1. 6 hits. Okay? That's that. Now, let's talk about the changes of the build that you could do as a beginner. Starting first with Galvanized Diffusion. If you have Galvanized Diffusion, of course you can use the Amalgam Barrel Diffusion or you can use the normal Barrel Diffusion. That's one step to do. Now, next thing, if you don't have Primal Target Cracker, of course you can use the normal Target Cracker. Easy as that. Now, if you don't have Expel, Hurricanes and stuff like that, Ornate Strike is the one to go for. But if you want still to do multiplicative damage against faction, I want to tell you that there is the normal ones. Expel the Murmur, Expel the Corpus, Expel the Grenier, and Fasted. You can use any of them right there. Okay? Corpus, etc, etc. Alright. Now, Galvanized Shot, if you don't have it, you can use the normal shot. Right about, sure shot right about here for 90% statue chance. Go there. Alright, now magnetic might, magnetic and critical damage. I mean, it's easy to follow and it's not really hard. You can just equip it right there. Primed convulsion for electricity. If you don't have it, there is options to do, of course, as always. Electricity. Have electricity. Okay. There you go. Convulsion. Let's go here. Electricity, or you can use the 60-60 electricity and statue a chance. Alright, lethal turret right there. Pistol pestilence. Easy. If you don't have it, you can use the normal toxin. Steady hand, easy to get, and it's there. Secondary innervate is the key of this build. I would highly recommend that you don't build this unless you have a secondary innervate. Now, changing the topic towards a different perspective where you have to fight, for example, the corpus. Because this build is against the armored enemies, right? Now, against the corpuses, you will need a different style and different approach. Now, you take down Primed Convulsion, and all you have to do is you equip the Mercilized Gunfight, and good to go. Now, Toxin will bypass enemy shields, but during that, the Magnetic will work its job as well against Overguard, and increase damage against the shield, and also will, like, disable their shield recharging. Simple as that, and this build goes for the Corpus. All you have to do also is switch the Hurricane to Corpus right here. So here it is, the perfect build for the Corpus. Let's put back Hurricane right here, and then we put back our Convulsion here, and go back to Corrosive and Steady Hands. Now, if you have a Riven with CC, CD, for example, multiplicative damage against faction, Primed Expel Hurricane, what you want to replace. If you have a Riven with Statue Chance, Galvanized Shot, what you want to replace. If you have a Riven with Electricity, Primed Convulsion. If you have a Riven with Toxin, Pistol Pestilence, and so on. If you have a God mode, God roll, and you're going against the Corpus, so you replace the Primed Convulsion. Now remember, you want to lower your critical chance to get that amazing orange and stuff, pushing for high critical chance that require a different build, okay? So your Riven doesn't have critical chance, it's perfect for this build. And now when it comes to my companion, I use Nautilus Prime, Cordon to pull enemies, Duplex for the clones, Assault to attack, Vacuum to pull the loot, Manifold for more Cordon, and then got Shield, Armor, Health, Reinforced Bond for Fire Rate, Tenacious Bond for the 1.2 critical multiplier or 120% critical damage, but you need a weapon for your sentient with 50% critical chance. Now, if you have a Riven, you go for Verglass. Easy as that. If you don't have a Riven, you can go for many weapons. For example, the Primate Laser Rifle, right about here. And all you have to do is equip the, what it is? Right, but a critical delay, 60%, good to go. You can equip also the Burst Laser Rifle. There you go. Okay, all you have, it's like simple. Go through your sentient weapons and check which one, if you equip critical chance with it, it reaches the 50% plus critical chance. Easy as that. Alright. And now, how about the Warframe? Since the weapon is modded for corrosive, and we talked about already a D.V.S. Now, if you don't like my methods on how I'll be proccing variant and armor stripping enemies, it's okay. You can check this sheet right here. It can help you around my methods to find your own style. Now, I'll be running 2 Emerald Archon shards to push the stacks of corrosive from 10 to 14. How this works, Hank? Now, the stack of corrosive will be 26%, and then you're gonna get 6, 6, 6, 6, 10 stacks equal to 80% armor strip. With the 2 Emerald Archon shards, we can push the stacks of corrosive to 14, 6, 6, 6, boom, 100% armor strip. Easy as that. The other Archon shard doesn't matter, and I don't recommend using 2 pods in case you're going for a build with critical chance with a different arcane, not the secondary innervate. I'll be using Nourish to proc viral, and enemies attack me, they will get viral on themselves as well, and extra energy. Now, Revenant Prime. I use Revenant as a tank, so I don't boost the weapon in any way. No Zeta Whisper, no Eclipse, no Roar, no Vex Fury, nothing. Alright, Worthy Camaraderie on the stance. Squad receives 70% weak point critical chance. Arcane Precision on headshot, 300% damage for 18 seconds. Arcane Velocity on critical hit, 90% chance for 120% fire rate to pistol for 9 seconds. If you're using the Lethal Turret, you can actually switch this one to Pistolier. Okay, think about it, check what fits you the best when it comes to ammo efficiency. Okay, I'm just giving you the options here. Vigorous Swap is optional. When you switch between weapons, you can get 165% damage for 3 seconds. Easy as that. Now, let's try the weapon against level 225. Heavy Corrupted. Okay, Heavy Corrupted Gunners. Boom. Let's go. Activating Nourish to buff our weapon with Viral. Oh my god, Nautilus. You see Nautilus, how amazing it is? Let's go. And then activating the alt fire. And kaboom, baby. Easy as that. One more time. Go. Easy care. I need to remove cordon when I'm testing this weapon. Go. Activating the alt fire. Go, boom, boom, boom. Activating alt fire. And one shot at baby. As always, I say I use Revenant so I don't boost the weapon anyway. So I decided to use the Excalibur rank 20. Ability rank 25 for the next upgrade, but doesn't matter. All we care about is the viral. 2 Emerald Archon shards for armor stripping, and here you go, Excalibur modding, Worthy Camaraderie, Arcane Precision, Arcane Velocity, nothing here, 100% strength, and that's it. So let's see how it actually performs. Against the same enemies, level 225, Heavy Corrupted Gunners, activating Nourish, and take this out. Boom, boom, activating the alt fire, and there you go. That's your answer. No eclipsing, no roaring, no Zeta Whispering, no toxic lashing, nothing. Right? That. Boom. Boom. Activating Nourish. Duration is so low because I'm modded. Activating the alt fire. For the reload has the longest on the side arm. Go. And you're good to go. In the end, I would say I would give this weapon 7 out of 10. Because the slow reload and the consumption of ammo when it reaches the level cap. Other than that, really good. Deals a lot of damage. Very fun to play. Thumbs up. Now, I expected it to be the Prime version with Lavos Prime release, but they'd go for the dual Zoran and Sedo, but it is what it is. Now, I want to say hitting a like will help a lot the channel in the algorithm. I want to say special thanks to Hall of members Yareli Main, Broken Shot, Yahya Ben Zaid, Banana Man, Julian Gigobot, Bisaba, Ernie, Ernest, Arnie, Alex, Lodhal, the special VIP, the Voiceless One too, the Undisputed Donator, Free Hate, Hall of Donations, Free Hate, Kali Recall, Free Victor, Mr. V, Mika Awes, Yareli Main, Hamza, Black Magic, Banana Man, Milan, Illinois, Noob Master, and all my community. Big love to you all, and see you next time.